Next half a minute is yours. Tell us something about you, for the honorable members and for the group. Next
Sure.
half minute yours.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Anuj Agnihotri, and I am from Rautbhata, a small town near Kota in Rajasthan. Sir, here only I did most of my primary education. Thereafter, I moved to Jodhpur to pursue MBBS from AIMS Jodhpur. And sir, I completed my compulsory internship in 2023. Thereon, I have been preparing for civil services examination, sir. And sir, regarding a few hobbies, I'm interested in doing stand-up comedy, and I love watching cricket matches, sir.
Okay, great. So now let's little bit some lighter questions from my side. I will take next maybe 2 to 3 minutes. Which is tougher, MBBS or the UPSC examination?
Sir, from my experience, the UPSC preparation, the preparation stage has faced me with a lot of challenges that I haven't yet experienced in my 5 years of MBBS program. But I would not be the right person to say whether the medical side is tougher or the UPSC side, because I haven't yet experienced both of them. So as far as the preparation stage is concerned, I believe that the UPSC preparation is on the tougher side.
Okay, great. And tell me, it is my curiosity, why a doctor should be interested to join the civil service or the public service?
Sir, it is indeed right that medical is a fulfilling profession, sir. But sir, as a personal reason, sir, I always wanted to pursue a job that should not feel like a job in the strictest sense. Like I should not feel it in a monotonous way. And therefore, sir, the dynamic nature of the civil services and the diversity that it offers to someone like me was the clear first preference, sir.
I don't know, but to me, as a medico, you can, you can contribute significantly to human lives. Here you have a spectrum. Today you might be in statistics department. Tomorrow you might be in the social security department. Next day, rarely, given your background, you may not land up, in the health department or health ministry or as health secretary. That is the dichotomy of this very civil service. So it is my personal understanding that as a medico, as a medical professional, you can add so many. Life is precious, but whatever, this is the current goal. So let's come back to, if I will take you to the recent happenings. Tell us something about this, the coronavirus.
Yes,
and I am a layman. This Delta virus, then this JN.1 virus, and as a professional, what is your advice? Suppose the government asks you, Anuj, tell us something about this virus, what needs to be done?
yes, sir.
JN.1.
Sir, should I be explaining to a lay person or should I be explaining
to the government? You have to say what needs to be done. Next half a minute.
Sure, sir. Sir, as we have seen in the first and the subsequent waves of the corona pandemic, it can pose a devastating challenge for the public health scenario of our country. Sir, as the virus is evolving, it is bound to come in multiple variants, and this new GM1 variant that has come up has to be studied further. We are not still sure about the virulence, the intensity, the disease severity that it can cause, and the transmissibility. That means we are not still in a condition that we can say how devastating this virus can be. So better be on the protective side. We have to ensure that the government medical institutions are sufficiently having the capacity and capabilities to manage another pandemic wave. And also we have to ensure that we communicate well to the public at large to maintain the health hygiene and respiratory hygiene measures.
Okay, my next question, let's take to the health insurance. And to be specific, if you take the Ayushman Bharat or the Ayushman Bharat insurance scheme, and some of the schemes like in Orissa, they have in the name of the Honorable, ex Chief Minister Biju Swasthya Yojana, or what you say, and some other states like Rajasthan, Orissa, and the Government of India scheme. If you have to make a comparative analysis, which one is better and why?
Sir, I will give the example of Rajasthan, sir. Both the central scheme of PM Ayushman Bharat scheme and the state government scheme, that is Chiranjeevi Yojana, both have been laid, sir. The Ayushman Bharat is only for the secondary and tertiary care, sir, and it provides 5 lakh insurance for per family, sir. Whereas the Chiranjeevi Yojana covers primary, secondary, and tertiary level, tertiary levels, and it the coverage ratio of Chiranjeevi Yojana is also much more than Ayushman Bharat as far as Rajasthan is concerned, sir. So I believe that Chiranjeevi Yojana of state government is better than Ayushman Bharat.
Recently, there is talk about a regulator in the health sector, health regulator, or you can say, the health regulator for the health insurance scheme. What is your take? It should happen, or
Sir, I'm not sure about it.
regulator for the health insurance scheme, because people feel that there is a lot of, I think, the hanky-panky going on in the health insurance sector. People are admitted into a hospital, they are not, the sick, but they claim around, say, 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs. So now, the government is thinking at the highest level, we should have a regulator in the health sector for the health insurance scheme to monitor it, and whatever, the steps needs to be taken at that level. What
Yes,
is
sir,
your
it is.
take?
Sir, it is right that certain challenges are being faced by the government in health insurance schemes, especially as forging fake documents in the medical institutions. So, sir, there needs to be a regulatory mechanism, especially the auditing mechanism, auditing of the accounts, and the field level inspections of the government medical institutions also needs to be done, so that to keep a tab on whether the actually needed health insurance is being delivered to the rightful beneficiaries.
Okay, now my last two questions. Are you well conversant about digital health stack? Are you?
So I have heard about Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission, sir.
So what it means? How can you explain to a layman like me?
Sir, as we are seeing that the technology is progressing and government is moving into the digital domain in every aspect of our life, so is the health domain, sir. To move from the physical hard copy based documents, we are shifting to a digital based format for public health service delivery, sir. And it is for the general public's help that the digital depositories of the health accounts and also the connectivity that the digital mission would provide is going to aid the population at large.
Now my last question, given your background as a doctor,
Yes,
what would you do if you are posted as a deputy commissioner or the district collector in a pandemic situation like COVID-19? What would you do differently?
yes, sir. So I would ensure that the first step of of communicating the disease, communicating about the disease, the severity of the disease, and the preventive measures that needs to be taken is well communicated in a direct communication manner to the public at large. And I will use social media to communicate myself and through experts involving other health experts also, so that the public would themselves understand the gravity of the situation, Apart from this, sir, I will also ensure that the hospitals in my area, both the public and the private hospitals, are well systemized and contains the capacity, whether it is of oxygen capacity or the other essential medicines are available there, and also ensure that the first line of defense, that involves the medics and the paramedics, are uh, are motivated to work for a challenge as challenging as COVID pandemic, sir.
Thank you. Next, Dr. Joshi or Navdeep.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
sir. Good afternoon,
Please.
Anuj.
Good afternoon, sir.
So, Anuj, you belong to Chittorgarh, Rajasthan.
Yes, sir.
What is Chittorgarh famous for?
So Chittorgarh lies in the Mewar region, sir. It is famous for the Chittor's fort, sir.
Anything other than that? Just one line?
So I'm not recalling right now, sir.
Okay. You said it lies in Mewar region. What are other geographical regions of Rajasthan?
So there
And
is,
what is the language spoken in those regions?
sure, sir.
Or the
So the
dialect?
Western Rajasthan region, involving the areas of Jodhpur and Pali and surrounding regions, encompasses the Marwar region, and the language is Marwadi, sir. The region of Chittorgarh, Udaipur is the Mewar region, and the language is Mewadi that is spoken, sir. The regions of Kota, Bara, and Bundi is the Hadoti region, sir, and the language is the namesake, sir, Hadoti. Sir, the area around Jaipur is known as the Dhundar region, sir. I'm not sure about the language of that area, sir. And the fifth one being
Dhundani.
the oh yes, sir. Fifth one being the Shekhawati region of Sikar and Junjunu, sir. And the language is Shekhawati, sir.
Okay. Good. But where would you put Bharatpur there?
Sir, Bharatpur would be, I believe, sir, it would be in Jaipur's Dhundar region, sir, because it is around that.
No, Bharatpur goes with Mathura in the Braj region.
Okay, sir. That would not be in Rajasthan region then.
Okay. You were batch representative for 5 years in college.
Yes, sir.
It's a tremendous achievement that you were chosen as a batch representative subsequently for 5 years. Now, please name 5 of your major achievements during that tenure
Yes, sir.
as batch representative. What were the 5 things you were able to achieve for your batch in those 5 years?
Sir, first thing, sir. Sir, I ensured that the circulars and the notices that the faculty wanted me to communicate to the communicate to the batchmates were communicated on time, and expressly communicated in an easy format, so that they don't have to go through the full document, sir. Secondly, sir, I ensured that there is always a groupism sort of thing in colleges, sir. I ensured that that doesn't comes up at a higher level, sir, so that it breaks the bonding of the batch. And third, sir, I conducted many intra-college and inter-college fests, sir, and for that, total support of all the batchmates and the seniors and juniors is needed. In that, sir, I was able to get support of all of them, sir. Apart from that, sir, another thing would be, sir, usually the cultural programs that is expected from the college students, the students are not usually interested in participating in those programs, especially in the higher classes. But I ensured that people participate in some format or the other, and so that would be all, sir.
Okay. So 4 achievements you are able to name. Fine. What is this inter-college Medifest?
Yes, sir. Medifest is for the medical colleges fest, sir. It is only for the medical colleges and all multiple medical colleges of the northern India are participating in. Not just northern India, but mostly in the northern and western India, sir, are participating.
Okay. You like stand-up comedy. So you like doing stand-up comedy or watching stand-up comedy?
Sir, I love both. I actually do also, sir.
You love both.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. 15 seconds. Tell us a joke. It can be in Hindi.
Well, I will tell you a real incident, sir. Sir, when I was standing in the line in the for my first day of mains, sir, and my mother was constantly worried about whether I am nervous or not. Sadaji was standing behind me, so she went and asked to him that please counsel him and take care of him and sort of calm him down. So I thought that he must be an experienced person and he has given multiple attempts, so he will calm me down. He didn't say anything. After a few seconds, he kept a hand on my back. I felt warm. But then he said, "Bhai, डर तो सबको लगता है." I thought that Sadaji, you must be experienced and you would be saying something nice to me. You are even more frightened than me. So that is one thing that I can.
Okay. Thank you very much, Anuj. That will be all from my side. Over to you, Dr. Singh.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Joshi. So, Anuj,
Yes, sir.
you're coming from an area of Kota.
Yes, sir.
Recently, Kota has been news for some serious mental health issues. Could
Yes,
you
sir.
throw some light on it? How to address them?
So Kota being the coaching hub of the country, it is recently facing an upsurge of the suicide issues, and especially in the year 2023, more than 25 suicides have yet taken places and have yet taken place in the Kota itself, sir. And it is a serious challenge, sir. Do you want me to continue?
How to address? Yes, I asked. Second part of my question was how to address.
Yeah. Sir, we have to understand the reasons for the so much of suicide. Sir, first reason that I believe is because it is because the number of students that are coming to Kota is so high that the suicide rate is also proportionate to that if we consider it from some another center, sir. Also, sir, the age group or the of the children that are participating in the coaching institutes in Kota is far low as compared to Delhi or any other region, because the children usually come in tender age of 10 to about 10 to approx 18 years, sir. So we
Mr.
have to.
Agnihotri, I'm still looking at the solutions which are yet to come. You have to give me solutions. You're just narrating me the fact.
Yes,
Yeah.
sorry. So, sir, what needs to be done is we need to ensure that the counseling sessions of both the students and also the parents of the students is thoroughly addressed, sir. And also, sir, one thing that was done in my time also was the concept of fun days. So, apart from the regular classes, some interesting and cultural activities and sports activity should be incorporated in the routine schedule of the coaching industry, so that the children at large be at calm.
Okay, Anuj. That will be all. Okay, next question. Anuj, you are coming from a town, Rawat Bhata, which is there on the nuclear energy horizon of India.
Yes.
And in fact, your father, if I'm not wrong, he's also working for in that industry.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So, Anuj, how do you see nuclear energy future in India? How far it has been? It started with the Big Bang promise. India was one of the few countries to have a advantage among the developing countries to have a full robust nuclear program. However, somewhere it has fizzled out, and now there's a huge question mark on the entire sustainability of nuclear energy and its future in India? How do you see it?
So it is right that the nuclear program that was started in the days of Dr. Bhabha started as something large, but could not materialize into what was expected from it. But sir, I also believe that the goal that India has set for energy transition could only be ensured by a strong emphasis on nuclear power, sir. Because as we are shifting away from the coal power, renewable energy alone could not ensure energy security of our large country, because given the intermittency of the solar and wind power, sir. So the nuclear power has to be promoted, sir, and has to be ensured that it rises to a level that it ensures constant supply to a larger level, sir, than what it is
But
contributing
Anuj,
now.
but Anuj, are you aware about the per unit cost of nuclear energy still in India?
So I'm not sure about the
It is
exact
very high.
cost.
It is very high. It is approximately 6 rupees per unit average cost, which is as compared to coal, it's 3 times or twice. So how do you see, given this kind of high cost factor? Okay, for nuclear energy security, we are having certain nuclear programs, but why is it so that we are not able to bring down the cost per unit, the nuclear thing?
Sir, given the nuclear fuel itself is a very costly thing, and sir, the nuclear reactors and the nuclear stations have to be designed in a very safe environment, and the safety of the not just the plant but also the surrounding areas has to be kept in mind. Therefore, the gestation period of the plant construction and these things, sir, increases the cost of the project, and the profitability thereby decreases. And also, sir, there isn't any private involvement in the nuclear power. There is a government monopoly, so I believe that involving private sector in nuclear power could bring down the cost of nuclear energy, sir.
Okay, Anuj. I think it was more on the issue of getting a sustainable fuel supply and all, but these points are also important. Moving on next, Anuj, since you are from medical background, why there is a, like in recent years, we have seen a lot of controversy against NEET exam, NEET exam, especially coming from southern states of India.
Yes, sir. So the maximum challenge that is being posed to the NEET exam is from the southern state, especially Tamil Nadu, sir. So the reason being, sir, they are saying that the coaching industries and the people who are belonging to the affluent classes could easily, through the coaching and all sorts of means, can qualify the exams, but the one who are preparing through the government schools and the low classes or low background, sir, how would they be able to compete with others, sir? And also there is a question about the seats that are being filled. Tamil Nadu has a lot of medical colleges, and given the admission through NEET, they have to admit the students of North India also. So they are also contesting the fact that we should reserve the seats for the local students, sir.
Okay. Okay. So, do you agree with some of these points, like coaching things and all? In this
Sir,
NEET thing, some of the
yeah.
arguments raised by the southern states.
Sir,
Are you
I
agreeing to
believe
that?
I believe that there is a discriminatory approach towards the not so affluent sections who could not afford the coaching, and there is a growing trend that the one who doesn't that the one who could not go to coaching classes would not be able to crack the exam. So there needs to be some tinkering with the exam pattern per se, so that the students who are going to normal routine school classes also would be able to compete better with the coaching students, sir.
Okay. My last question to you, Anuj, is regarding the recent controversy which has been witnessed on our TV screens regarding the wrestling players vis-a-vis their federation,
Yes.
wherein some of the players have announced that they will be retiring from the sports, and some are returning their hard, medals and titles. So what is your take about it? How would you see yourself if you are given a chance by the government to resolve this controversy? What would be your steps?
So given the status of the players who are raising the concerns, they all have been Olympians and have won accolades for the country. We have to take their points seriously, and we have to address the main concerns about it. The federation needs to understand that the player, if only given a safe environment, would be able to excel. And therefore, sir, I would suggest the government that there needs to be a audit of not audit, but external inquiry about inquiry about the concerns that have been raised by the sports person, and a fair inquiry is the need of the hour, sir.
That will be all. Thank you, Anuj.
Thank you, sir.
Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Navdeep. And I welcome Dr. Anuj Agnihotri. And
Thank
I
you.
really congratulate you for managing both your, MBBS degree and the UPSC prelims, at the same time. So that shows your, kind of hard work that you put in. So first and foremost, I congratulate you for appearing in the, interview.
Thank you, sir.
So just start with the AIMS Jodhpur. So there is a scheme of Government of India, PMSSY, Pradhan Mantri Swasthya Suraksha Yojana.
Fast selection.
You understood what is the scheme? What is the essence of the scheme, PMSSY? So you are right. You are from AIMS Jodhpur, right?
Yes, sir.
How come this Jodhpur, AIMS Jodhpur have been, created or developed?
Sir, after AIMS Delhi, sir, the new phase of AIMS was demanded, sir, so that the extra burden that was on AIMS at tertiary level colleges and the hospitals should be developed and in a more diverse environment across the country. So in the phase 2 of the AIMS program, the AIMS Jodhpur was constructed. And after that, sir, among the phase 3 also has started, so that all across India, multiple AIMS have been started, sir.
Okay, Dr. Anuj, I would request you to, brush up your knowledge, particularly in this domain. This is this Pradhan Mantri Swasthya Suraksha Yojana. This was a scheme of things by the Government of India to develop the new AIMS-like institution. So this is the, the program under which this AIMS Jodhpur was, modeled or created. Okay, now. So
I will surely learn.
what was the purpose? Do you know what is the why all of a sudden government thought of creating the new institutions, AIMS-like institutions across India?
Sir, one could be the overburdening of the existing centers, sir. Sir, second could be that the only center or only tertiary center that was catering to the needs of the most severe diseases was located in Delhi, and people have to travel all the way to Delhi. So
you can say the correcting the regional imbalances in
Yes, sir.
accessing and affording the medical health care in that locality. Okay, so that's how the new creations have been developed. What else? One is the health care. What could be the else? Second objective.
Sir, also the increasing the medical college seats, sir. The creating of new.
Very good. So you mean to say providing the quality medical education like MBBS. So many
Yes.
people who are not in a position to come to Delhi or any other, Jaipur. So at least the regional demand has to be catered by the new colleges. Like, how many AIMS-like institutions across India now? Any idea?
So I'm not completely sure about the number, but it is more than 20, sir, 22.
Very good, very good. You are absolutely right. It's close to 21. So
Yes.
there are 21 AIMS-like institutions have been. So, after understanding the concept of the new AIMS-like institution, there are some gray areas still in the minds of the people. Like it is not conceived as expected by the government of India. So by having 6 years in AIIMS Jodhpur, what kind of experience that you taken? What is the take back? What is your understanding? Is it a right decision by the government of India to create such institutions?
Sir, from my experience, it is indeed a right direction, sir. From when I started in 2017, sir, the patient footfall was quite less, sir. But as I moved to my internship program, the patient footfall has also exponentially increased, sir, deburdening the load on other the state medical institutions. And also, sir, the education that is imparted in the medical college has also improved a lot, sir. The patient care specifically is getting improved, sir, by these new AIIMS, sir.
What about the faculty? The kind of faculty expected? Are you getting the so-called faculties to cater the need of the education as well as the healthcare? Sometimes I came to know, in many places the faculties are not joining because of the location. The location is not suitable not only for the faculty and even for the kids, the faculty kids who have the education. The Jodhpur is a exception. It's a developed city.
Yes,
But in many places like in Himachal, in Jharkhand, and in many places in Andhra Pradesh. So the location of the AIIMS itself does not attract the faculties. So have you ever undergone this kind of discussion in your AIIMS Jodhpur?
Sir, not particularly for our college, but I accept the fact that there has been a problem of understaffing and then particularly the faculty concerns, sir. Because, sir, AIIMS Gorakhpur, when it was constructed in the third phase, sir, many faculty from our college used to go there. So I believe, sir, this could be a solution in the short term, sir. Since the faculty does not want to be located for the longer reason, they could be shifted for a short period of time so that they can give guest lectures, sort of things, sir.
So, okay, good. What about recently AIIMS Jodhpur has done some innovative solution in supplying the so-called the medicines or the medical supply or the samples to the remote localities. So do you know something about this?
Sir, I'm not aware about it.
So what is the application of drones in the medical technology?
Sir, drones could certainly be used to supply, sir, medical essential medicines, especially in the terrain, in the difficult terrain, sir.
So AIIMS Jodhpur and AIIMS Rishikesh, it was in the international news that they have supplied some kind of medicines and collecting sample from the far off places. And in the span of 20 minutes, they collected sample and they brought back. I think there is a travel between the Sirogi to some remote location in the tribal areas. So this was in the national news.
Okay.
So you are not you are fully prepared with the what's happening around in AIIMS Jodhpur.
Right now, sir, I have not studied a lot, sir, but I would certainly, sir, study about it, sir.
Okay. Okay, Dr. Anuj, what is your perception about the traditional healthcare services? So, did you agree these are all the evidence medicine? Is it good to propagate and disseminate such alternative healthcare practices to the societies who are located?
So the voice is interrupting, sir.
I'm asking, see, Dr. Anuj is the allopathic practitioner,
yes,
right?
Yes, sir.
So he is doing practice the primary healthcare, secondary care, and tertiary care. But
Yes.
sometimes we need to, take care of the people who are located in the distant formation of the allopathic, services is not that reached. So the one concept would be promoting the indigenous healthcare system. You can say that could be the codified like Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, homeopathy, whatever you can say, Ayush system. Or there are traditional Vaidyas who are practicing in those areas since time immemorial. So did you, support these systems to take care of the primary, or only the allopathic will suffice to take care of the problems?
No, sir, I do not believe that allopathy alone would be enough to cater to all the needs, sir. And also, sir, it should not, even if it was, even if we had all the resources for allopathy to cater to that, even then I would have expected the ancient Indian wellness techniques, especially the Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, sir. They have to be incorporated, and the best practices among them have to be utilized for the patient care, sir, especially in the preventive medicine side, sir. The Indian traditional techniques have proven to be beneficial, sir.
So for preventive, you can depend on the Ayush. For curative and other acute system where we can think of the allopathy.
Yes,
So
sir.
you are supporting such systems, right?
Yes,
Good, very good, Dr. Anuj. Sir, your interview from my side is over. Sir, I'm requesting Simon Saab to take over, sir, for the feedback.
Thank you, Dr. Gopi. I think, Anuj, this is your first interview in Dholpur House.
Yes, sir. It will be my first interview, sir.
And the best part is this is your first attempt.
Yes, sir. It is my first attempt.
Okay, and you will make it.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, let's hope for the best. When is your interview? The date has been announced.
Yes, sir. It is on 4th of January, sir.
Excellent. So, 4th of January, forenoon or afternoon?
Sir, afternoon session, sir.
Okay, let's hope that 2024 becomes your dream is fulfilled.
Yes, sir.
Now, out of 10, how much will you give for your interview, this mock interview?
Sir, if I have to just then I would give below 5, sir.
I can anticipate one or two questions for you. One is this recent whatever is happening, COVID-19 and this variants, Delta, and might be one question or a few questions on this COVID variant. Second, stand-up comedy. I think one of the honorable members asked also. You should
sir.
grab these opportunities.
Yes,
If one of the members, let's say on 4th of January, asks you, Anuj, next half a minute, tell us something about stand-up, and you are watching, and also in real shows you have been doing it also.
yes,
So
sir.
grab these opportunities and you will do well. And
Yes, sir.
we hope you get more than 180
Sure, sir.
to have that potential. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
all the best. Don't worry about 4th of January. Just go with the confidence and do well. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Chitresh, Navdeep,
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
please.
Anuj, you have limited time at your disposal, another 12 days.
Yes, sir.
Make the best of it. I'll request you that you develop a habit of thinking on your feet. Sometimes you draw a blank on pretty simple questions. Sir has already mentioned about that stand-up comedy thing. You said you do as well as you watch.
Yes, sir.
If you do, and if you are asked to tell a joke, you could have tell a joke rather than narrating an incident which was not even funny and wasted a minute.
Yes, sir.
Suppose you are the last person of the day going for your interview, and the interview board is extremely tired. And they say, we are very bored, yaar. For us, you do 5 minutes of stand-up. Trust me, those 5 minutes of stand-up can take you above 200.
Sure, sir.
But if you narrate incidents like what you narrated today, it will be a crash landing.
Sure, sir.
So don't miss your opportunities.
Yes, sir.
Also, sometimes you have to answer what is being asked, not what you want to answer.
Yes, sir.
On Chittorgarh, you could have said so much more, and you ended up saying one word, that there is
No,
a
sir, I could have
Chittorgarh
said
fort.
about Raudbata also, sir, about the nuclear power plants.
Yes, then
Sir, but,
what happened?
I fumbled, sir. Sir, also there is
Kumbhalgarh,
the greatest
Kirti
concern
Stambh
is
is there,
about my.
Kumbhalgarh is there, the longest wall of the fort is there. So many things. So, and 5 achievements, you were representative for 5 years.
Sir.
If you ask a politician who had been in power for 5 days, he can tell 50 achievements.
Yes, sir. To list it down,
So
sir.
these are the qualities we need to learn and embrace at times.
Sir.
All the best, Anuj. All the
Thank you,
best. Over to you, Dr. Navdeep.
Thank you. Anuj, you are really promising candidate. I should completely agree with all my seniors over here, especially our chairperson, sir, of the interview. But I would say I agree with Mr. Joshi also, my immediate predecessor in this regard. You have to think on your feet.
Yes,
And if you are drawing a blank, you should say humbly, sir, I'm extremely sorry. I'm not able to come up with anything at this moment.
yes,
By doing so, you will show your integrity and you will get out of a tight situation and you will be given a new chance to rise and shine. Okay.
yes, sir.
And second thing, Anuj, your answer should be completely to the point. When I asked about mental health, I was waiting that you will be telling it. Just narrating facts and facts and facts and facts and facts, another facts. Try to hit the answer directly because you
Yes.
might be cut short at any moment. And the way you will present your answer, very sure the board will be knowing it, that he knows, and then they will shift to another question. Okay.
Yes.
So interaction should be completely on the basis of the fact that it is the time for you to present your best picture forward. You should not keep on, saying that. I won't be going into the individual questions, but please do brush up your nuclear energy, why per unit
Yes, sir.
cost is much, and all that area, because it is there in your desk.
Yes,
I
sir.
didn't ask you something outside. And then try to get into a nuanced answer of like just very briefly example, wrestling controversy. I just say this thing that this is something which is related to sports administration in India coming up now and then. It has been just manifested in terms of this time. So we need to have a relook at our sports administration by giving more representation to athletes and coaches and professionals who are doing this. There should be some grievance redressal mechanisms, some push prevention, sexual harassment, etc. guidelines should be strictly enforced in these federations and these areas. That should be, that kind of answer I was looking at, where you can macro level and give a very nuanced answer. Try to bring them.
Sure, sir.
Okay. Best wishes. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Dr. Anuj,
Yes,
see,
sir.
your very positive point is that just you are coming out of the AIMS Jodhpur. So without much time for preparation, you just manage to both your academics and preparation. This comes very positive. As the chairman sir pointed out, you may score 200 plus also. But what drag you down is your awareness about what's happening, around surrounding you. See, for
Yes,
example, when I asked a basic question of PMSSI, Pradhan Mantri, so you should know AIMS Delhi, why it was created. You should read much more about the scheme because this is one of the important scheme to correct the regional imbalances. So again, I don't want to brief you everything, whatever I asked, but these are the basic, conceptual understanding that you can dwell upon before the board. And you take very curiosity, like it's not only your, prevention and control of disease. What is the technology? IIT Jodhpur, AIMS Jodhpur, what they're doing in day to day.
yes, sir.
This shows the bio design courses, like application of drones. These are all the national news. It's a honorable, Union Minister is coming there to inaugurate. And the purpose is to, serve the remote populations who are in tribal. And AIMS Delhi, it's not for the people who are there actually. It's correcting the regional imbalances. Not that with intra-town, it is inter-town, rural, urban, something like that. So you have to touch upon that source, how sensitive you are to the neglected population in affordable and accessible healthcare actually. So we are not going to test you as allopathic practitioner. We are going to test you as the sensitized bureaucrat who are going to think on these lines actually. Okay, Dr. Anuj. Rest, I am leaving to you. It's like a double-edged sword. You can use as a destructive as well as constructive. So up to you. And try to, whatever you put in your DAF, try to have some kind of basic idea and basic understanding. Okay. And
Yes.
try to read much more about AIMS Jodhpur. Okay.
Sure.
So definitely it's a very, unique institution. In the developing institution, they may try to touch you upon many aspects of this administration, the student quality of students, since it started in 2006 or 7 or whatever, I don't know. So how many students who come up, what they're doing right now? Are they practicing? Are they, taking academic? Are they going abroad? Are they serving in the, the purpose for which it was created? So you
Yes.
try to think in your mind what could be the question, how you genuinely answer those questions, how interested you are in. Okay. So with this
Yes.
advice, I wish you all the best. And I'm leaving to my chairman sir for his feedback. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Anuj. I think your interview is over, and 4th January, just relax. Go
Yes.
with confidence. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Don't think about so much, heaven is going to fall on 4th of January. Go with confidence. Okay.
Sure, sir.
And you will make it.
Thank you, sir.
All the best.
Thank you so much, sir.